Well, hello and welcome people of the internet to Rogue Jungle Last Survivor. This is a bullet heaven with a whole bunch of different aspects to it. I guess the biggest one is it's kind of got a deck builder aspect to it. In between each round, we're going to have the option to either draft a new card, which is essentially just a weapon, or upgrade our already acquired weapons. But there's also a combination system, and some of the combinations are really wacky. One of the ones that I've seen is you can combine a bow and arrow with a pine tree and fire pine trees at the enemy. Don't ask me what the pine tree even is for a weapon. I don't know. That's all I saw, is that you can blast your opponents with pine trees. So we're gonna jump into this one. If you're interested in checking out the playtest, there is a playtest currently available as of recording of this. I'll put the link in all. Excuse me, I'm dying. Down below in the description. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in. The game is created by a 21-year-old solo developer. His goal is to put as many aspects from all the roguelites he likes into this game, so we'll kind of see how they all work together. We got two different characters here. Obviously, the knight is a bit more tanky, and Karasu... Oh, I didn't realize that there was... Oh, man, I totally missed this. So I played for a little bit just to see what the game is like, and I'm going to be honest, I thought I soft-locked myself. I'm going to explain what happens, or what I thought happened when we get into our first upgrade screen. So, yeah, we have a bunch here. So we got health points. I kind of wish all this, rather than having it really big like this, was just all in one screen, so that way I could see everything at the same time. But what else do we have? Like, we have so many stats here. I mean, we're going to take the knight here, because the knight is more my playstyle. One thing that isn't here that I wish was here is it doesn't show what each character's starting weapons are. So the knight starts with like a sword attack that's close range. I don't know what this character starts with. It's not items, because items it looks like something different. But I think that showing the character's starting items would probably be beneficial here. Okay, so movements WASD, there's automatic aim, although you can turn it to manual aim, and there is dash. Thank you very much. Basically, we collect XP to level up, pretty standard, and we go room to room. So there's a bit of a dungeon crawl aspect to it, although if I'm being honest, well, I'm going to hold my opinion on that until we go through further rooms, because I've only actually been into one room until I thought I soft-locked myself. But like I said, I did not. I'll explain it once we get into the first upgrade room. So we got this just like waddling night chicken here. We're going to grab as much experience as we can get. There we go. Looks like we got a level. And we can take chance to avoid damage, which already at 20% is craziness. We can increase our crit hit chance or just increase our flat damage. I'm just going to increase, I think, our flat damage. I mean, 2 to 3x is just pretty massive. We also have a bunch of rerolls here, but I'm just set on damage. Okay, so manage your card deck. Fill and sort your deck. You can choose 1 out of 3 new weapons. This was something that led me to thinking I was soft locked, which again I will explain here. If you're not happy with 3 new cards, you can re-roll and get a new selection. You can only have 5 card slots in your deck. So this is basically your deck. This is where you draft. This is where you merge. Other than that, you can only merge once every round. So this is just kind of an example it's showing, right? You combine the bow and the fireball, and you get a firebow that deals fire damage over time. You can also improve your weapons, so you can choose one or the other. We're going to go to new weapons. Now, we can take one of these, right? So the thing that I messed up, here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take Rolling Stone here as my card of choice. And what I was trying to see is, can I... So if I upgrade here... Basically, now I understand why this is stupid. But I was looking at this as like, can I just take this? I can take this. Right? Because to me, this still looks like it's... To me, like, my logic is this is still in my inventory. But because it's removed it from our deck, or our deck, right? Not our inventory. The game only thinks that I have 2 cards in my inventory. So I can take this. So, because to me, what it seems like is you should only be able to put 1 of the cards from up here into your deck. Right? Because I could do something like this. Or apparently not, but this locks. So I don't know why this, like, why is this available? Or I should say, why is... Okay, well, now I'm figuring stuff out here. So why does this not an option? But that is. Okay, so moving forward, anyway. So what happened was I did something like this, right? Merge these, so now we have Leaves of Fire. So now our dash does damage, and I couldn't do anything. So I couldn't put it down here, couldn't put it over here. None of these were clicking, and this one... Yeah, I'm not sure why some of this is highlighting, but anyway, couldn't figure out what was going on. So you can see that the system is a little bit finicky as to how it actually decides what is an option you can pick and what isn't. But anyway, yeah, you can only pick one, even though if you merge, you're technically kind of taking two. But that's how I kind of thought I soft-locked myself. Now, as far as the dungeon goes, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea how I'm supposed to... So if I go back this way, because this is the way we came in, right? Is this going to bring me to the starting room? No, it brings me to just another dungeon room. So I don't exactly know. So based on the video, I think I mentioned it, where there's a video at the beginning of this version of the playtest, and it's the developer talking about what his goals were for this game. And one of the things that he mentioned, or one of the games that he mentioned, was Slay the Spire, which, makes sense. We got some deck building aspects. I'm just going to increase... yeah, that's a massive, massive increase. I'm definitely taking this. We're going to take a new weapon here. So, small damage, but curses targets. Well, what does curse do? Let's see. Curse is up here. Enemy deals 50% less damage, takes 50% more damage, moves slower. So can I just combine, like, these two? An Ice Demon. Okay, well, that's pretty good. So... Oh, interesting. So now I can't go this way. Oh, so once I'm in the... Okay, so basically once I'm in the dungeon, then the doors matter. But still, there's nothing over top of the door to tell me why I should go one direction or another. So I feel like there's an inspiration there, but the actual reasoning for it to be there is not here. There's no real rhyme or reason why I should choose one door over another. At least that's not apparent to me right off the bat. Wait, so did the timer go down, or did we kill... I think we killed the elite. Oh, there's also... Okay, very small thing. This is not game-breaking in any way, but I just want to mention it. I don't think you guys can even see this. Because I don't think... Oh, it... What am I seeing? So, this is just for the developer. This is nothing to do for you guys, but on this side of the screen, there's like 1 or 2 pixels where I can see the game under the menu. I don't know if that's picking up on the recording, but on my monitor, there's definitely 1 or 2 pixels here where I can see the map, because I can see like the trees and the shadows moving right here. Let's see, better burn, area of effect. I think I'm just gonna... Oh, transfer 5 HP on kill. Yeah, let's go for vampire. We need some way to heal ourselves. Let's take a new weapon. Okay, I want to see something with this tree. What are we going to combine that with? What could possibly come out of tree and rolling stone? Stone edge. Well, that's pretty sick. So now, does that count as me taking a new... Deal heavy knockback. So that doesn't count as me taking a new weapon. Interesting. Now, another thing I'm wondering is, can I combine a combination weapon? That Stone Edge did absurd damage. I just saw thousands. So, okay, the damage spiking is real. We went from doing, like, 10s and 20s to all of a sudden dealing 4,200. That's some interesting damage scaling. Yeah, that boss just got... I mean, it took a couple hits to actually hit him, but once we did, like, he got deleted. Oh man, there's another one. Okay. Yeah, you get smacked with that spike, you are done. That is very overpowered. We'll see how enemies scale. Maybe enemies scale like crazy. Let's go for more vampire here. New weapons. Let's go. Yeah, look at this damage. 70. We have 3, 9, 2, half. 70. Yeah, so can I combine this? Okay, so I don't think... Well, actually, the better way to test it is this. Yeah, okay, so combinations cannot be combined. Okay, good to know. I want to make a fire wind. Phoenix breath. Let's go. So again, I guess I'm just gonna keep going straight because I don't really know where I'm supposed to be going in the dungeon. Like there's no, like I said, oh, that's sick. There's no real rhyme or reason as to why I should be going from into one door or into another door. Or I should clarify, there is no rhyme or reason that is apparent to me yet. Yeah, what is our timer? Is it just killing a certain number of elites? Because I don't think I see an actual timer anywhere. So I'm not sure what ended the round. Let's go for critical hits. And let's go... We have one more. I still have our sword that I need to fuse. So what can I... Oh, I want to do the sword and the cannon. What can I fuse with the cannon? An ice cannon? That seems cooler than our ice demon. Our ice demon has very low damage. I want the ice cannon. We'll find something else to fuse the sword. And we'll just keep going straight. Alright, well that's sick. That's just easy AoE. I gotta see if range is a thing on that. If range is a thing on that, we're probably gonna upgrade the range. Okay, let's go for... I think I'm just gonna grab magnet, just so that way I can sit in there and just poke at things. So I guess let's go upgrade. Oh, and it's random. Okay. Yeah, okay, so there's no area. Maybe this is all just random, though. Or maybe everything that's on it gets upgraded? Either way. How does that work with pierces? I wouldn't think that this would have piercing. Interesting. I guess let's take a left. Yeah, I feel like I need some kind of indicator as to what is ending the rounds, because I need to know like when to make a dash for like chunks of experience. Area of effect damage, but I want actual... See, so this is a little bit confusing to me. I mean, I'm assuming that this second line is specifically what it's saying. So area of effect damage multiplied by X, but typically area of effect is just doing size, and it says damage here, but it's showing area of effect. So this is a bit confusing. I think I'm just going to take critical damage though. Then let's go for new weapon. We're going to combine this with something. I don't think any of these though. We're going to reroll. Maybe I just go for... Does Fireball and Feathers go together? Or Fireball and Ghost? This makes us do more damage. So let's do this. We have a Fire Demon. Let's get the sword out of here. Yes, that's such a weird system. Like, why can't I drag the sword out before I bring the Fire Demon over here? Oh! I'm a freaking idiot, man. Collect XP and fill the XP bar to finish the room. Man. The observational skills on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. More critical damage? Let's go area of effect. I want to see if it makes the area any bigger. Then let's upgrade. We'll go for... Ooh, we can bring this up to 4? Okay, let's upgrade the Phoenix Breath. Okay, we gotta get in there. Let's get Tortle. Oh, I can't rely on my vampire. Oh no! I got nothing to kill. It's okay. Looks like... Okay, we smoked the boss. Our damage is just busted. Alright. So unfortunately, there's no sound effects in the cutscenes at all. Oh, wait, that's it? Thank you for trying out the early demo. I hope that you had fun. It's my first time developing a roguelike, so any feedback would be really awesome. So let's go ahead and retry. We're going to do some different weapons here. Let me go ahead and turn off the tutorial. Okay, button's not working. There we go. Settings. Where is it? Was it inaccessibility? Tutorials at the start of the round. Oh, wait. So why is this still coming up? Let's also swap... So let's take a look at the top down. I think that's it. Let's just get a different perspective on how the game looks when you play in different mode. You know what? I actually think I might like this mode a little bit better. It's a little bit easier to see. So, I mean, 30% crit chance is pretty good. It's hard to pass that up. Yeah, so I'm not sure why it's showing me the tutorial again. Okay, so we have cannon. Cannon and boomerang. What does that become? A kaboomerang. Well, I mean, if there was anything cooler than that, I don't know what it was. Oh my god. Well, for what it's worth, you can't count this guy out for creativity on weapon combining. Let's go for... I think I'm just going to reroll this. Yeah, I want to take the vampire. Vampire's pretty consistent healing. Tree. What can we combine with... Can we just make a tree sword? It's a leaf blade. And let's take ice... You know what? We didn't use feathers last time. We'll take feathers and then combine feathers with something. Wait, what the shit? Is that the leaf blade doing that? That, I think, is overpowered as heck. Not only does it turn it into a leaf blade, but it summons pine trees underneath. Oh my god, dude. This is ridiculous. Let's go for walk speed. Yeah, no, we don't need that. We don't need that. Let's re-roll this. Let's find some damage. Yeah, let's just get crit damage. New weapon. Feathers. What are we combining with? Oh, good lord. Are we just going to go full trees? Let's go full tree build. Tree wall. What could that possibly mean? You're combining with feathers? Oh, so it just spawns trees around us. I kind of wanted to, like, throw trees everywhere. I guess it's kind of... So it's doing the feather attack. Okay, so it's just kind of a second leaf blade, kind of. It just spawns around us, though. New weapon. Let's go for... Okay, so let's get a new dash. Let's get a thunder dash. Which I'm assuming is basically the same thing as we had before. And then I'm going to take fireball, so that way we have something to upgrade with fire. I still don't think we have anything... I gotta check our damage. I don't think we have anything nearly as busted as the stones, though. That damage was absurd. Let's go for crit hit chance. New weapon. Okay. Can I combine... I was gonna see, can I combine, like, an element effect with something that doesn't have an element on it? Doesn't seem to be the case. Just confirming that we can't combine anything that's already combined. So this probably just makes a rolling ball of fire. And we already saw this, so I want to see something new. Fire and tree? Okay, we're going full tree build. Fire pillars. Yep. Oh, and they kind of explode, too, it looks like, at the end. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, so the fire pillars, they're a cool idea, but they're just kind of staying in one spot. Maybe they need to be bigger? I don't know. Just grab vampire. New weapon. Let's combine some stuff. Ghost. What can you combine with? Ghost and thunder. Okay, so that just makes a thunder ghost. This doesn't do anything. Let's re-roll. Can I do anything with these? No, I don't think I can do anything with these. So let's re-roll this again. Cannon. Ice cannon. What do you make? Oh, no, we already did that. Crap. Okay, I'm not going to take it because... actually, I'm going to swap this out because I don't think the fire pillar's honestly all that great. So I guess I'm a little bit confused as to, let's see. So the tree wall, because it's shooting out like seeds basically, but then the tree that it's creating is where I was and not where I was literally just about to say where I is. Where I am. I almost feel like maybe this is too good. But I almost feel like the tree wall should like go up and then the trees should fall over and collapse as opposed to just hitting where they are. So maybe the damage doesn't get dealt when the trees come up, but then the trees like fall outwards. and hit something, but maybe that's too good. Let's just go crit hit. I mean, 50% crit hit is a little ridiculous, but here we are. Thunder and claws. What does thunder and claws make? It makes a thunder claw. I could have put that together. Okay, so let's actually... I'm going to get rid of the tree wall, and let's take thunder claw. So what is Thunderclaw doing? Oh, it's just that... So Thunderclaw is just like pillars of lightning? I thought there'd be more of like a slash to it. That being said, it still looks like it's doing just fine. We got a bunch of XP over here. Man, with how many enemies there are, vampirism is going crazy. Okay, new weapon. Fire and... Well, I'm assuming that this is just going to make a roll. Maybe it makes like a meteor. Hey, meteorite. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this over here. Let's get rid of the... We already played the ice cannon, so let's get meteorite. So I'm assuming is the gold door... No, this door is gold too. No, that one's silver. Okay, so gold door... Although it's hard to tell, honestly, from this angle. From this angle, it looks silver. From this angle, it kind of looks gold. But I think this is the boss room. Yeah, okay. And we take him down. Oh, he still's got his AoE there. All right, so Rogue Jungle. Let's have some. Wait, we have wood? Why do I have wood in my inventory all of a sudden? All right, so Rogue Jungle. Let's have a talk. So I think that the idea of weapon combining, well, for one, it's not necessarily a new idea. However, the way that some of these weapons combine is super wacky. And it's pretty cool. I kind of okay, so this would take a lot of work, but I think it would be cool if you could go up to maybe... How would you do this? I think if you could add an element to a combination weapon that doesn't already have an element, that could be cool. So, because the element already kind of improves stuff, right? So, like, if you went from, like, sword to fire sword, you can't add anything to that. But if you go from sword to leaf blade, and then you add fire to leaf blade, you make, like, I don't know, a forest fire? I don't know. But yeah, that's just kind of, like, something I'm thinking about. As far as the dungeon itself goes, I think the dungeon itself... is really lacking. It's, for the most part, the dungeon could have just been done in one room. There's so obviously there was the one room with the wall in the middle, but other than that, every room was just a slightly different shape or had slightly different textures. There was really no rhyme or reason to be going from room to room. There was no decision to be made. You just walk through a door. So there was no, like, go this way to get this power up or go this way to get this power up. There was no decision like that. There was no decision like, oh, there's going to be more elites here. There's just, like, there was no reason to be going through the dungeon. For the most part, this could have been done just in one room, and you just go wave after wave after wave. Could have done something like that. So if you're going to have a dungeon, I think there has to be either a reason to go through the dungeon, or there has to be just some kind of map system that tells me why I'm going in one direction or another. As of right now, it seems like you can just randomly pick a door, and after a certain number of doors, you'll make it to the boss. Now, maybe there is, you know, if you go left or right, you're not actually making progress to the boss, and you can kind of like hit a wall, if you will, to the dungeon. But I had no idea. So for the most part, as far as what I'm taking away from this first run, the dungeon system itself doesn't really make a lot of sense at this point. The stats, I think there's a path you could go here. Okay, there's two paths. You could either go the path that I think it's going right now. I'm going to hold that till second. There's the path you can go, which is a little bit more reasonable. And you could make the game actually balanced. So you're going to know where I'm going to go with path 2. So you're playing and your decisions kind of actively matter for the difficulty. Or you could go with route 2, which is where we're at now, which is everything is super unbalanced. And you're busted as soon as you do like your first evolution, your character's busted in half. Like we got that, what was it? Stone, oh god, it was Stone Edge. I was like, it's an attack from something. It's an attack from Pokemon. Stone Edge did ludicrous damage. Our damage went from in like 10 to 20 to all of a sudden 21, like 4,200 damage. Just numbers ludicrous, right? Getting 10 crit chance every room you go into. Nuts. The lifesteal, while I always complain in other games, I'm like, give me more life. It was like we were just invulnerable. So if you want to go just the absurd route where people just have these like crazy runs where you're shooting trees at people and you're calling down, I don't know, water blimps from the sky or what have you, you could definitely lean into that and not go as serious. Or maybe you could just crank the difficulty, which that gets into a whole nother can of worms. But as of right now, it's nowhere near balanced. If you were looking for a fair and balanced game, nowhere near it. It's so easy to just have a broken build and just kind of swim through the game. That being said, I would be lying if I said I didn't have fun with it, right? So it's kind of one of those things like, if this is your first, it doesn't look like it's your first game, which I thought it was. Maybe it's your first roguelike. I think that's what it is, right? Because clearly in the bottom right, it says, check out my first game. So I think it's your first roguelike. If that's what you're going for, just to have people have a busted, just fun time, then cool. I think you've achieved the, the goal of that. If you're looking for a more challenging experience, I'm going to be honest, there's like no challenge. You'd have to intentionally play horribly to have a challenge, right? Other than that, yeah, I mentioned a little bit at the beginning. I think each character, you should probably show like what their starter kit is. Let's take a real quick look here. Does Karase start with anything else, or maybe just every character starts with the same thing? If every character starts with the same thing, then it's a completely moot point. Yeah, see, so this character starts with a bow. You do have a dash, but you start with a ranged weapon. So that's probably something that should be added to this menu. Like I said before, we should probably know what the starting weapon is, and I'm just double checking just in case it is here. But it doesn't look like it. So yeah, I would definitely, list what the character's weapons are. So I don't know what items are. They can synergize with your weapons or character. So again, like if these were going to help your build at all, your builds are already absurd. So adding an item to it is just like, it's one of those things like, okay, I hope the developer doesn't take this as an insult, because I don't mean it to be. But this to me feels like a bit of a novelty game where it's like you jump in, you do maybe 1 or 2 runs, you see what all the evolutions are, you see what crazy ideas you come up with, and then you probably just put it down. As of right now, I don't know what his plans are in the future, but as of right now, there's just like the runs are very short. There's not a lot of reason to redo runs. So if this is just kind of to see what all the systems play like, then, kind of forget what I said. And then obviously we could readjust our opinion on the game when there's more content. But as of right now, it seems like what's being highlighted here is the evolutions as opposed to the actual like mechanics of the game. And that's just how that's how it appealed to me. And that's what I got out of it. Whether or not that's what you're going for, I guess that's why you got the playtest, to get that kind of feedback. So, but other than that, what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. And like I said, if you want to check it out for yourself, see what other kooky and crazy evolutions there are, I will link to the Steam page down below in the description for you to check out the playtest for yourself. But other than that, guys, I'm heading out of here. If you liked what you saw, if you liked the video, would you kindly smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action? Because other than that, guys, I'm out of here for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.